Red Flags of Emotional Repression, Part 80, Purity Culture. There's a lot to say about this one, but let's start at the start. Purity culture was an old evangelical movement that ramped up again in the 1990s and was basically about being pure or good, especially around sex. No dating, no sex before marriage, no dressing sexily for women, and no self-sexy time for men. You get the picture. Apparently, if you follow these rules, then God and his son will be very happy with you because, I don't know why. Maybe they didn't get laid either. Anyhow, here's the catch. Turns out repression drives both compulsion and dysfunction. For example, if we're talking about emotional repression, repressing anger drives both the compulsion to people please and the dysfunction of depression and anxiety. And the repression of hurt many times drives the compulsion of overcompensation and the dysfunction of disconnection and addiction. Now, when it comes to sexual repression, just ask a Catholic priest what compulsions and dysfunctions that creates. And this is the same kind of repression, being good, chaste, pure, or abstinent, that's built into purity culture. Lust, of course, is the cardinal sin in purity culture. It must be resisted or eradicated at all costs. But do you know what lust actually is? Overactive, unmet needs from childhood that are created, driven, and sustained by both emotional and sexual repression. Basically, if you can't put your hand in the cookie jar, you're going to want cookies all the time. But here's the even bigger problem with purity culture. The solution to lust that the church offers is to turn your eyes to the Lord, is to fill up the God-shaped hole, is to date Jesus. Instead of resolving the buried emotions and repressed sexuality that drive these unmet childhood needs. So essentially, if we want to even call it an addiction, which it's not, we're hopping addictions from lust to God and other pure people's approval. Both addictions being bad or being good, driven by the same repressed emotions from childhood. So, Killer Man, how do you escape this trap? How do you deprogram from purity culture? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. We resolve emotional and sexual repression. And when we do that, the whole good, bad, right, wrong, should, shouldn't, heaven, hell structure collapses. And we can finally just be our natural selves, something many born into the church never had a chance to do. When we're not setting, following, breaking, and enforcing rules for ourselves all the time, suffering really does start to subside. If you'd like to give the process a shot, tap the link in the caption or the bio.